A beautiful... It's the... He's the... This bout... How will these two fight? We're expecting an all-action slugfest. Misses with the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny sky.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This is a high-octane battle. A perfect counter shot. Good defense with that left jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That one lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be...
Don't worry about that one. Don't worry about it.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Nice job blocking the hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. It's all offense all the time. Nope, that jab not going to score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Well done with that counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. And a round that seemed like... Let's get it started in round 3. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punching. land that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That counter punch caught him clean. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They exchange punches. How about that time counter shot? Swing and a miss with the jab. Can't land the jab there. There's a count. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Barrera in that last round. From this
all the way he came.
There's the bell for round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. The courage on display here is incredible. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. He parries that left jab away. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Those counter punches have to hurt. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. No rest for the weary. And he scores with the counter. He threw a punch and just got countered. He misses with that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Barrera in that last round. That bell could not... Time for the 5th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Perfect counter lands. That counter shot lands. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Counter punch right up the middle. And he misses with that jab. Can't find a home for that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Barrera in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
On to the 6th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Good counter punch. Nice counter. Hook was off target. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Barrera in that. Here we go. It's round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch, counter punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Just misses with that jab. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope. You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Counter shot lands. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. A perfect counter shot. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. talk about Barrera in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judge...
And they're back at it again here in round 8. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Missing with that jab. That counter punch caught him clean. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. No surprise.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around.